traffic here because the traffic lights have been destroyed. So we're stuck here. People are coming down from their cars trying to get other people to move and get things done. That's IK with his huge mask. You would believe that I'll catch you in one of my candid shots. Good job IK is doing. Who would have believed this? So guys, I believe we have the right to protest, and I believe we should protest against injustice, but let's be careful not to put ourselves in this mess. This is avoidable, totally avoidable. We must be careful not to destroy the things that benefit us while fighting against oppression and corruption. So guys, God bless you all. I have an idea. The junction right before my house has some youths with sticks controlling the traffic. So there's ease of traffic flow along that area. I'm planning to have a meeting with some of those youths and put them at 2 other junctions, and let's put them on a free nation salary. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good idea? Let's see how we can employ these youths until the police is back on the streets or the street lights are fixed. Let that be our contribution to the community. 2 or 3 youths who can control traffic at each of the junctions, and let's put them on our payroll. We're not going to audition for anyone. We're just going to pick up guys who normally do this by themselves. And let us see how we can help them. Let's see how we can encourage them. And let's see how we can keep them paid, at least for a period. It's our own little contribution to building Lagos back, especially since we're trying to use the youths, the same people who have been neglected, the same people who don't have employment or justice, the same people who struggle every day without having any amenities, without loans, without proper structures in place for them, without healthcare and all. If we must represent the youth, we must use the youth, we must employ the youth, we must create opportunities for the youth. And the funny thing is, we did not even create this opportunity. They created this opportunity for themselves. It is our duty to compensate them for this and encourage them to be good citizens of Nigeria. So I'm here at the office to pick something up, and on my way home, I will try to see what I can do to get one of those youths and see what we can do to make sure they are at all the junctions in Lekki to start with. And if you're in any part of Lagos as a youth and you think you can help with traffic or whatever it is you can contribute, let's talk about this. Nigeria belongs to us, and we must make it work. All right, guys, this is the junction where I said those youths were trying to control the traffic, this particular junction is really bad because you can see the traffic is already building up. I'm not sure if they're still here, but earlier on in the day, and I've been seeing them consistently here for a few days. So let me see if they're there. If they're there, I'll reach out to them and let's see what we can do as a church to help them out. Okay, I can see one of them at the end of the street. I don't know if it's a good idea to distract him while he is conducting traffic, but I don't know how else we can establish a connection with him so we can actually assist him, because I think it's a good idea if we have youths who are putting themselves we have youths who are making themselves useful, youths who are innovative and all that. I think it's good that we encourage them. So guys, let's see if I can catch a better shot and see if I can establish a connection with them. I'm not sure if the guy is still there. Okay, yes, that's one of them there. That's one of them there. Okay, this is the other one here. Bros, how far? You think give me your number? So that's the guy. He doesn't have a phone. Can you imagine? He's looking. Do we have a pen? Call me, I beg. I don't see the three of you now. Where they there? All right. Well done, eh? All right. All right, guys. You heard Stephen. What do we do? What are your plans? Feel free to comment in the comment section below if you're willing to assist, also financially or in any way. Let us know. Once Stephen calls me, I'm waiting for his call. Of course, I'm going to send him something at least to be able to take care of himself for the weekend. And I want to change his life. I want to encourage us all to change the narrative of Nigerian youths. He doesn't even have a phone to make a call with. He's hardworking, because if he wasn't, he wouldn't be in the traffic. I didn't see a single person give him any money. He wouldn't be in the traffic trying to control the traffic if he wasn't hardworking. His mates are engaging in all sorts of vices wherever they are. He chose to put himself to good use and be beneficial to the society. How can we help him? Does he have a business idea? Does he want to go back to school? We need to all deliberate on this and change the narrative. We need to understand the plight of Nigerian youth, and we need to keep this in consideration. Many Nigerians are under the delusion that we inherited Nigeria from our parents. Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, what happened is we borrowed it from our children. And when you borrow, you must pay back in interest or with interest. So the Nigeria that we're handing over to our children must be in a better state than the Nigeria we received from our parents. We must give it back to them with value. And how do we do this if we do not develop our youths? Forget about whatever the government wants to do. Whether they're in this with us or not, we have to come together as a collective, understand the plight of Nigerian youths, and stand together as a formidable force to ensure that the next generation will not have half its population in extreme poverty. According to the World Poverty Report that you can find on www.worldpoverty.io, if you search out for Nigeria, you would realize that 51% of our population is in extreme poverty. And we've got to do something. Our religious leaders have not done well. Our political leaders have not done well either. So this is that time, that moment in history when the Nigerian youth stood up to change the narrative. And there's so many ways we could do this. Employing the youth, investing in the youth, removing one person from poverty who can now go on to remove another person from poverty. We can change the narrative. We can change the mindset of our people. Because with the warped mindset we inherited, we're only heading in one direction, and that is down. We need to be able to salvage this country. This country was wonderful in 1960. Resources, we freshly gained our independence. How did we decline from where we were in 1960 to where we are now? When within the same time frame, Singapore rose from penury in 1965 when she gained her independence to the country with the second strongest passport on earth and the second biggest economy in Asia. How did Singapore do that within the same time frame that we nosedived? How did the UAE go from a desert when we were already wealthy to a populous industrial world-class nation while we continued declining and going? We literally nosedived. So we've got to change the narrative. We've got to start taking care of one another, and that is the Christian message. You see, many people are fooled into believing that the Christian message is giving your pastor money and sowing seed and paying tithe. Christ never did any of those things. Never collected tithe, never collected money for healing, none of those things. But guess what? Christ was so big on people helping one another that he made it a point through which you could either make heaven or the opposite of heaven if you neglected your brothers and sisters who are going through whatever it is they're going through. If you read Matthew chapter 25 from verse 31 through 41, you will know that you're better off as a Christian helping the needy. And in the society today, our youths are needy. Our youths are hungry. Our youths need employment. Our youths need love. Our youths need attention. Our youths need education. They need amenities. And we need to stand up and give it to them before they start taking it for themselves. Because when they want to take it for themselves, you don't know whose own they will take. We saw that happen in the last crisis. And I pray to God that something like that is not going to happen again. And one of the only ways to ensure it is make sure the hungry are fed, the naked are clothed, the wrongfully arrested are released, and those in poverty are helped to ease their plight. Isaiah chapter 58 also helps to sound this warning. We've got to be very careful. More important than fasting and prayer is helping people get rid of oppression, freeing wrongfully arrested people, and making sure the workers are well compensated for their work. Thank you so much, guys. Take care of yourselves. God bless you. And if you are a Nigerian citizen and you're caught in traffic, do what Osakioduwa did. Get up. See how you can help. Don't do what Daddy Freeze did. Daddy Freeze just recorded the situation. But hey, at the end of the day, I guess I'm also going to change someone's life, so I needed to record it. Hey, whatever. See you guys. Love you all. Take good care of yourselves. I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings.